It's like, guys, just use it. It's no biggie.
Right.
So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Mostly
Little
all
under the
here.
weather, but not bad.
Hopefully it's just something that will pass quickly.
Hope so. It should. It's just fighting something.
Just allergies.
I was gonna say everything is in bloom right now. You don't know how many yellow Palo Verde trees I saw driving through town today.
Especially near the hospital.
They're supposed
There's
to be
a lot
green,
of them
damn it.
there.
The green trees turn yellow. You know everything's in bloom. That, and then you get that pile of pollen right underneath them.
Yep.
So my kid finally got her allergy test.
Oh, good news, I hope.
Nice.
Yeah, she's not allergic to a single goddamn thing.
She's just the kid.
No, her mom has her convinced that she was allergic to everything. So she if she so much as thought she ate something that she might be allergic to, yeah, she'd start having fucking problems.
No, so she had food allergy testing, not.
No, like everything, absolutely everything.
Okay.
And she's not allergic to a damn thing.
Good.
So.
At least on the plus side, you guys know for sure that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, you never know until you know, and at that point, it's a hospital trip.
Oh yeah, no, I mean she was in the hospital like 5 times in the last year and a half.
Oof.
But it does turn out that it might be acid reflux, which is a lot easier to manage. So.
Spending your experience points. I'll be right back. And acid reflux is no joke.
No,
never had it, but damn.
Oh, it's horrible.
I've got it bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, pardon me.
So it looks like the rulebook does specifically call the vigilance and cool checks for initiative checks.
Yeah.
It's just a
specific
use. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yep. It's a very useful talent.
Mm-hmm. That's why I usually get it.
I think in the other game you had the one where you give allies the blues.
Yeah, heightened awareness.
This one's uncanny sentence. I get 2 blues of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Combining those 2 is just beast.
What tier is that? 2
everything.
or 3?
They're both 2.
Okay.
Heightened awareness. Yep. Wow, that Iran just wasted a shitload of money.
Back by the way.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It totally looks like one of our super sneaky types. He's so stealthy the group doesn't know he's gone.
He ran. Coward.
But then again, it is Ancient's birthday today too, so.
It is?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Is he back? Or is he?
I don't know
Or is
for
it?
sure.
Or is his parents still trying to marry him off?
Thought he got back
Not
like
sure.
a week or two ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that is grandparent prerogative. They
Mm-hmm.
want to be them, so they're gonna sell you off to, on the idea of getting married because that'll make everything better.
Yeah.
I know. I had to give a friend of mine advice. They were like, "Why is my mother constantly asking if I'm in a relationship?" Well, you see, back in the boomer days, if you're not in a healthy relationship, you're not a whole person.
Yeah. There's something wrong with you. It's still like that in Eastern cultures. So.
It's the expectation.
Yeah. I mean, hell, there's it's not a law, but in Japan, an unmarried woman is allowed a certain number of days off if she if her boyfriend breaks up with her, and the older you are, the more days you get off.
Damn.
Like, yeah, like if you're above 30, you get like an entire week off or something. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I mean,
Just because of how traumatizing it can be to be that age and not be married.
and then you got to strategize. Who's the next target you're going for?
Yeah. So.
Summon the matchmaker algorithm.
Yeah, those are great.
I mean, come on, the best racket ever, matchmaking. You get paid by both parties to put them together. It's a win-win.
Yep.
The original referral program. Damn, just looking at the map, I'm like, I forgot how jacked up Hitomi was at the moment.
I think some people got hurt.
Oh yeah, he fell off the ceiling, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Anshin fell
Hitomi
off the
hiding
ceiling
over the
last
corner
session.
over here.
Oh, yeah. In the game, he fell through the ceiling.
I am
No,
ninja.
there was a guy in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago that had a stroke and fell off of a roof.
Oh, nice. That's
and died.
That
uncomfortable.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's like not only are you having to deal with the stroke, but oh, by the way, gravity's here to kick your ass too.
Yeah. At least that's what they think happened. Because somebody just saw him stand up and just go right over. So either that or he stood up too fast and got all woozy.
Hey, that can happen too, especially you know, it's out in the heat.
Oh, it's not even that hot yet, but yeah.
Not even that hot yet. We hit like 90 yesterday, and it's still spring.
Yeah, as opposed to the 120 we get in fucking July.
Well, it was spring the day before. It wasn't yesterday. Yesterday was summer.
I
And
know.
it'll be winter again.
Give it a week. Had to turn the AC on. I'm like, okay, just on fan only is not working in this shit.
My AC's been on for like a month now,
Mm.
and it's only set at like 74. And they've been out to look at it twice too, which is funny since it was put in at the last week of December.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they're waiting on a part. I'm like, oh great.
Well, at least it's now not mid heat.
Yeah. So it's managing. Well, no, because it was like a couple weeks ago. I'm just sitting there. I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, that explains why it's so hot in here. My thermostat says it's 82 degrees and it's still blowing, hot air. It's like, what the hell?
Right, but it could be 120 out and it start doing that. Been there, done that.
And since it thinks it's blowing cold air, it just keeps blowing hot air. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh. What was that? Yeah. Do. How's this for a name? Chris Sununu.
I've
I guess he's a...
heard of Sununu.
Yeah. Why do I think Snoo?
Because you have a dirty mind.
Because
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
best
I
way
do.
to die. And by the way, that is a cool axe.
Yeah, yeah, United Cutlery was actually had it on the site for like 350 or something like that last year, but like, yeah, now it's like 160. Jesus.
All right, well, I guess we can get started.
Against his will.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked himself out falling through the roof. We're good. What is up with the icons today? Or not the icons, but the names.
What do you mean?
No. Because it doesn't have our characters' names. Except for you, Dave.
Well, you can change it by at the very bottom.
Hey, I'm just glad that the dice are working and we don't have to restart the script. I just realized, oh yeah, last night we had to. Let's double check before we get going.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks like the story point pool hasn't been changed to reflect.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see if Anshin was going to make it or not.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Probably not.
I didn't want to deprive you of the story
responded.
point.
Well, if you gave him by accident and he didn't show up, well, that's all right. We'll take him.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll be okay with that.
Or
We'll
just
give him
add
back to
one
you.
in if he shows up.
Yep.
4-1.
Obviously, what I sense is Hitomi fell and hit his head too hard and passed out.
Yeah. That's an easy fix for the short term.
He hit his head, and his last moment, as his vision was dimming out, he reached over to a smoke grenade, and Naruto style pulled the smoke grenade and set it off to disappear in the smoke cloud. Fortunately, by disappearing into the smoke cloud, I mean passed out, and the smoke cloud dissipated and showed he was totally there, covered in powder. Ninja vanish. Oh my god. I just realized the big guy doesn't have any damage on it either.
Nope.
Big guy, he's missing an arm though.
Yeah, he just showed up or whatnot, and Then it was like,
Yeah.
oh, we're done.
Well, and I grabbed the doctor, hopped on the dude's desk,
And
took the
disappeared down to
elevator
the
down.
first floor.
But as it was, if you recall, as it was closing, it severed the big dude's arm
Yep.
off.
You've got a big genetically modified hand and cybernetic gauntlet in your bubble.
Yep.
That did not work. But it'll work as a placeholder.
Monstrosity. I do like that name.
When genetic engineering goes wrong, take those Gmods and become a monstrosity. So we ready?
Ready.
So
Yeah.
yep, like Evan was saying, Dante jumped on the desk, and the three of them, four if you count the arm, totally had the shield come up, and the desk DD-mowed out of the office straight to the ground floor at breakneck speed. Thankfully, there was not actual necks broken, but hey. As I do recall, we had Hitomi fall and apparently bumped his head harder than we thought.
Yeah.
As I do believe both of you guys just made it in the doorway, right?
Yep.
I was, like just getting there.
As you hear the roar of this, like, 8, 10
Monstrosity.
foot maybe tall guy in a big dark trench coat that's, still undersized, even though it's 3 sizes too large, roaring, clutching the stump of one of its arms. And it looks around for someone to fuck up because it really wants to fuck somebody's shit up.
Of course it does.
As it looks at the ceiling portal on the floor there and goes, "Mommy!"
Oh, but if you recall that little thing that she had, the little device that was beeping, I threw it out of the thing.
The little
As it
tracking
was
device
closing.
or communication
Yeah.
device. You're not sure which, but you're probably sure it's one or the other. Or both.
Yeah. And so it's somewhere over here on the floor. So as I'm going down, I'll do a quick just let my team know that I got the doctor in hand and we're, heading
Running
down.
away.
Hey, I had to get the doctor out before the dude did something. I don't know what.
She was buddies to the thing, so wasn't gonna hurt her.
Well, yeah, but it was going to enable her to escape. Can't have that.
So everybody go ahead and roll your vigilance as things have totally taken a turn for the worse. You were just going to negotiate to get her back. Now you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Hoa.
Vigilance.
Oh, there we go.
We got a few decent rolls there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Hey, Joseph.
Yeah. Give me a second. Wasn't at my desk. Oh, I double clicked. It's the first one though.
He wasn't at his desk, but when he got there, he was very eager to show up.
Yep.
So much unplanned carnage.
Yep.
Okay, so
Just
top of
security.
the order. Oof, this is a big ass room.
ODST?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Orbital drop
placeholder
shock
for him.
troopers.
That's exactly where I'm like, excuse me.
At
He's
least
the-
it doesn't say Spartan.
He is the head of security there. He's got some training. He's got some background. So you guys kind of like at that exact moment, you're all skittering to the doorway and look in because the door is conveniently opened up. As
Why are there
you
two
look
of me? And I can move both of them?
well, you have access to both of them.
Okay.
Like you got a problem with it, boom, it's gone. You've been dragged
It's
out and
gone.
shot.
I know, there's usually like the hidden ones. Yes.
What the hell did they get themselves into here?
I don't know, because I don't
Oh,
have
it was-
access to the cameras in that room. I have access to the rest of the network.
Wow.
Holy crap, what is that thing?
That's pretty much what you think as you see this giant genetic monstrosity that I mean, you guys have totally seen it at the office. Similar shit, but nothing quite this bad. It's like roid rage gone bad as you see this big old Bane looking dude. Who is of course clutching a severed arm that's been cleanly cut off.
Yeah, well, it just pisses them off, so.
The worst part is you see slowly the clean bisected piece of forearm that the bone was cleanly severed off starts to have skin kind of growing over the stump.
Oh, yeah, isn't that just frickin' peachy?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
And
Yeah,
as he gives off his bone-chilling roar, I'll totally make you guys have to deal with that on his turn, because he hasn't actually done it yet.
Hmm.
So what are you guys
I can
doing?
only guess.
As in your ear comms, those of you who have them, you have Dante chirping off in your ear there.
I've also got talk to text turned on, so anybody who's got a pad can also
Okay,
see
so
it. So I know not everybody has an earbud.
Does anyone want to stop and pull out your Kindle?
No.
I don't even have
Probably
one.
not,
So.
but those of you who have
All right.
communications.
What's range in this thing?
6 is short. Like I said, this is a big ass conference room.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the presidential suite of the building, so.
Yeah, and the shotgun is a short range.
Step out of the room, shoot the control panel, walk away.
Nobody's doing anything. I'm going to move here.
Yeah.
And I see this guy here.
You totally see that guy. He's got a rifle laid across the bar from the bartender point of view.
Okay.
Totally has his weapon pointed at the big guy, and you see he's, totally doing the whole sniper thing, getting ready to take a shot.
And what's this guy doing?
That guy is deciding if he made good or bad life choices in life, and he's looking off at this wall for some reason.
How many secret exits does this room have?
Yeah.
Looking where? Sorry.
He's looking
Right
this
here.
direction at the
Yeah.
paneled wall. As you see his body language shows him kind of like shuffle back a few inches, but it looks like he's about to go for that wall. I mean,
Okay.
he is alone with that thing, more or less.
As far as he can tell, yeah.
And so you just hear
All
the
right.
thing say, "Bring back mommy."
So he's running. The other guy appears to be a inadvertent ally at the moment, because he's more fearful of the big guy and may help do damage to that. So I will move back over to here. That should put me. That put me in short. Yep. And I will shotgun that guy.
Damn! Just because he's got the company uniform on, I like it.
Yeah, and he's running away, so he's not helping fight the big guy. So might as well get him out of the way.
Dang.
I mean, at least the other guy's sniping the big guy, so otherwise he would have been first. All right. Do I have a shooty thing? Let's see, painful blows. You know what? Contain that. Master. So I'm gonna go ahead and do painful blows on him. I will also do that. So when your character makes a combat check, you may voluntarily increase difficulty of one of the by one to use the talent. If the target suffers one or more wounds in the combat check, the target suffers 2 strain each time they perform a maneuver until the end of the encounter.
And I will totally give you a blue because he's not seeing it coming.
Yep. So I have an upgrade. Plus, they get an upgrade to the check for that skill.
Okay, so I
And
got
let me
a
know when you're ready.
blue and an upgrade against a black and 2 purple.
All right.
Takes your shot when
Ready.
you're ready.
All right.
Oh,
Boom. Nothing special, but
nothing special, just 12 points of shotgun to your backside.
yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. And and then the strain goes off at so wounds. Yeah, so his target suffers 2 strain each time they perform a maneuver until the end of the encounter. So
As you basically have hamstrung him with the shotgun.
yes, not trying to kill him, but he's not going to go far.
As the shotgun roars, this guy's like, what the fuck? This guy turns around and goes, what the fuck? Who's going next?
I guess I am.
And if the other guy looks at me, I just nod at him, looking back at the big guy. Like, yeah, that's your target.
Yeah, except for I don't have anything that'll shoot that far.
I can't shoot him until he gets closer, but
Christ, how far is that?
I figured if the other guy's heading out, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
let him head out.
I don't have anything that shoots long range. In a room.
Literally
Inside of
walking from his door to his desk is a slight jog just to get there.
Well, when you got that kind of money
Yeah.
laying around and stuff, you have opulence like that. You can have giant rooms.
The mere fact that he's got a fireplace in the room.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Anson's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw his post. It's his birthday. You either get to do anything and everything you want or everything everyone else wants.
Yep.
But on the plus side, he's getting to go see Dune today, so.
That's
At least that's one movie off the big list of movies I've sent him that he needs to see. So, after you step up, are you shooting at anybody?
Well, I'm gonna look. What's this guy? Is this guy still got his
This
rifle
guy
aimed this way?
did have his rifle aimed this way, but his boss getting shot with a shotgun may be affecting that.
Okay. Well, which way is he looking? Is he still looking that way?
He's totally eyeballing the guy who just shot a shotgun off at his boss.
Okay, I'll shoot him.
Yeah, well,
See,
gave
I
him a
didn't know.
chance.
Again, it's like I didn't know. I mean, by the time I got there, I didn't know what was going on. So,
Yeah,
He
no, I
he
gave him a
totally
chance.
is taking offense to his paycheck getting shot.
or the fact that he just heard a huge shotgun blast and just kind of looked that way, kind of doomed him. Okay.
Like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be the biggest gun in the room.
You know what? I will take the strain to aim.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, well, he had a chance of being a ally.
Okay, I've got the blue dice in there for you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll totally do that just to see if something fun can happen.
Okay, now I just got to find out which weapon it is. Okay, there it is. Ouch.
As you come around and you see the guy who's eyeballing your partner there, and you immediately whip that shotgun into play and just blow the shit out of the beautiful display of bottles behind him. And, you totally have gotten this guy's undivided attention with the blowing up of all the bottles behind him.
Oh, God, no, not the whiskey.
Right? Damn it. Probably going to need some of that afterwards.
Yeah, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. Not the rum. Why was it the rum?
That's just criminal. And he's totally going to take an upgrade on his turn to shoot you. That's what he's thinking is the best use of things. Taking a sniper rifle and shooting somebody at 15 feet away. Totally the best use of two threat.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure that scope just sees this giant blurry mess.
And who's going next? I mean, the absolute danger of all of y'all going first.
I mean, I don't need to go. I can't really do much of anything as far as I'm aware.
Well, you are aware
find
that
something to do.
I took the elevator down to the base floor. You might be able to get eyes or something in that vicinity.
Or override and bring them back up.
I definitely don't have access to that system. Also, it's not a matter of finding something to do. I already did half the mission for you guys.
By sheer luck.
By sheer
I've
being
got the other
damn
half
good at my
with me.
job.
Hey, luck
All
is
we
better
have to
than
do is drag
nothing.
her out, and we're done.
No, we got to get out of here.
Yeah. Someone's got to get out of here alive after you've activated the monstrosity.
Monstrosity, not monstrosity. It's a monstrosity.
It's that chick that did it.
No, you activated the scenario that activated her to do it, so I blame you.
Oh, that's a stretch.
It still works.
All was going well until y'all did whatever in here, so. So
The goal was to get
do
the
something,
girl.
find something to do.
Girl. All right, so we just rocketed down to base floor, right?
Yep, you are coming to a quick stop down on the base floor.
Okay, so what's the environment?
It comes down and the ceiling hole slowly closes from the 20-story drop that you've taken, and it definitely looks like a safe house. You look around and there's nothing but wall-to-wall monitors. It's like Club Kid trendy type monitors that totally show you every security problem in the entire building. You're seeing clips of your friend's handiwork in the hallway. You're seeing the security mobilizing up. You see, there's some security guys beating down a doorway, and there's some employee totally puts his hands up in the air. I surrender, I surrender.
Are there any doors or elevators aside from the one we took? Any kind of exit to the room?
Interesting that you say that. Are you wanting to give me a perception?
If there's not, if
There
there's a
doesn't
door,
seem to
that's
be
fairly
any at
obvious.
first glance. You don't see any exit from this room, just wall-to-wall LED screens.
All right. Well, I'll pull the unconscious doctor off the table and step down, and then I guess yes, I will do a perception roll to see if I see any kind of exit to the room.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be a fan of secret doors and stuff.
And I've got an upgrade.
Okay, I've got your upgrade in there for the perception check.
Oh,
You
well, I
don't
didn't find
seem
it.
to see an exit, but something good is happening.
This reminds me of the rolls from last night.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, how about this? If this is a thing, we get down there. I'm looking around, and with some of those advantages, the boss decides that he wants to leave the room. And he decides he wants to leave the room and is amenable to helping us get out.
If you
given
want
the
for the
fact that
triumph, I can totally give you all that.
yeah. So yeah, he wants to leave, and he's willing to help us to get out with him, and then and then we are he wants to take us out with him, and he's not going to bring any other people in with him. So it'll just stay the three of us, because everything else is so chaotic and busy. He's kind of on his own, which means he's kind of relying on us a little bit.
Okay, I'll totally take that. As he just immediately, don't worry, my friend, as he sees the concern on your face and totally flicks a button, and a couple of LED screens part ways, and you see there's a door there, and on the other side of the door you see looks like 4 of his security guys in heavy combat armor with assault rifles as full tack setup, as they're just like, "Sir, we're ready to evacuate you from the building if you need." And from the look of the hallway, you think you were not on the first floor, but maybe below the first floor. Like,
Right.
say, between the first floor and the first basement floor, where he has a private extrication parking situation going on.
Right.
As he totally does the laugh and says, if you would like to escort my nervous friend and his dance partner away, that would be very, very advisable. But they don't need to use my private hopper.
I can arrange my own transport.
You can walk them out the back door. And the security guys are just like, sir, please bring your hostage, and we are escorting you out of the building. Are you taking your
So
hostage and going, or?
Yeah, I'll grab the good doctor and go along with them.
Okay, so you pick up the good doctor on your shoulder and start walking out, and he just laughs and he says, "You're going to miss the show, my friend. Your friends seem to be starting more troubles."
I might be back for the second act. I just got to get the doctor to safety.
Kind of finish the trouble.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I got the doctor unconscious with the binders on her wrists and ankles and heading out with the crew.
And they're pretty much just unceremoniously pointing you towards an exit, opening the door that has a little, that couple steps up to a door that automatically will open up, and there's the street not too far from the back entrance you guys entered.
All right, and so I'll give our driver a call to come pick us up.
So where do you tell him to pull up?
You said it's not too far from the entrance.
Yep, it's like
that
20
we
feet
came
away
in.
from the loading entrance that you came in.
Yeah, I'll tell him just to come straight down and pick us up right here.
Roger, oh sir, I'll be right there. And you totally hear his vehicle take a sharp turn. Probably some
Whoa!
complaints from your IT guy in the back seat. As back up to the gun show happening at the Office OK Corral. That leaves us pretty much
With
Melvin,
just the
right?
IT guy.
Yeah. What is Melvin doing as you feel the vehicle lurch and going in a different direction?
That's a great question because I can't get into the system in this room.
Yes, the system is very secure and not on the company server.
So.
It's almost as if someone has trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not a hacker, you don't trust hackers to be connected to your room.
So if that's the case, realistically, while we're here, I could steal some company secrets and use those to sell off later at a different point to get some money.
This is a thing. Yeah, this is totally a thing that could be done with you inside the system.
All right, well, I'm gonna try that. I've already gotten the stuff we were after and then deleted it from their system.
Yep.
So let's go poking around, see what their file structure looks like, see what they're naming their really secured directories, see all that stuff. Let's go after something that I don't know is within the realm of my ability to smash and grab, but isn't gonna end up getting me immediately caught. No dice.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, something hard or daunting to get into.
Ooh, okay.
Daunting.
Yeah, you don't hear daunting very often.
That's pretty hard, yeah.
That would be the most valuable.
There is totally a daunting file that attracts your attention. It's got like 3 or 4 key search features that select that file as something important. You totally think it might be the stolen file secret stash, that has yet to been disseminated and changed 10% for the patents.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, aha.
You looked for a challenge. You totally looked for a challenge while you felt the vehicle lurch and turn. We're gonna find a challenge here.
Like I was just looking at the structure, like the security server structure, to see if there was any ice I was gonna have to beat or anything. How that was gonna end up going.
Not at this point, since you're already in.
All right. Well.
Just don't fuck it up, as they say.
It's just a roll. But
Yep.
it's just a roll.
Just a daunting roll with an upgrade. But
God, this really is reminding me of last night's rolls.
Fucking advantage, though. So you go in there and try to get the file, and what you're picking up, the problem is, it is a daunting amount of information for this file. And as you're trying to copy the file, it's requiring password after password after password, and each password is requiring like the file to download to a server to get to the next one to get to a server, and this file is just so damn long. It's taken for fucking ever. But you have 2 advantage, and no threat for me to trigger anything like ice.
In that case, can I use that advantage to prolong this check so I can make another attempt next turn?
I will let you gladly have another attempt at the same pool except minus the upgrade.
That's fine.
Okay, so the portal is still open for you.
Okay.
And then a bunch of shit's gonna happen upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
So this guy, actually this guy goes first. He rolled better. He immediately is gonna charge this guy.
Nice.
And he
That
will
will be in
gladly
range.
take 2 strain to double move. And yeah, 2 little strain. Woohoo! As he's gonna go ahead and let loose. Oh, he can't because that's another maneuver. Too bad.
Aww.
Aw.
Aww.
Oh.
Everybody feels sad for him. He's gonna take his one good clawed hand with his little cybernetic gauntlet and claws and swipe at said gentleman before anything can happen there.
Oh my!
Ouch.
Oof.
Ouch.
Wow!
Oof.
I don't think there's anything left of that guy.
17 damage.
He's wearing. He's got good
Splat.
soak. He's got good soak.
And he's got Sunder.
But
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
different than
It
Breach.
doesn't matter.
That's
Yeah.
different than Breach.
17
So,
damage is still
he
17
hits
damage.
the guy for a shit. Oh wait, he's already been hit by a shotgun, hasn't he? Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, he could have taken that shot on its own if that was all that's happened to him. But some asshole shot him for 7 points. And because of it, you just see the most disgusting thing ever as that clawed hand goes into his chest and comes out the backside. Because he would have had 4
Kalema.
points left over. Except someone did 7 wounds to him and he's negative as the hand goes through his torso and the guy looks and just looks back towards the guy who shot him in the back and he just goes, fucking Gmods. And his head slouches down with the blood trickling where he coughs his last breath as his lungs and heart are kind of open to the outsides. As it looks at him and just says, "Bring back mommy," and totally looks over at the 3 of you guys like you know what he's talking about, and pulls his fist out and lets the body just slump to the floor.
Well, we do have the data and we do have the doctor, so if you don't want to stick around, you don't have to.
Yeah. Where's Anshin's body? Unconscious
Yeah.
body.
I
He
mean,
is right here.
Okay.
where?
Right
He's
here.
behind us. Yeah. I think
Oh.
it's time to go.
I moved him out of the way. And this guy just looks at that scene and goes, "Fuck this shit." And you see him make a little motion to his rifle as he swings the barrel from the big thing to the 2 of you guys. And he's gonna make a
good.
run for it, but he's gonna try to clear the path for him as he runs first. As he's gonna go ahead and shoot full auto in your general direction. So, is there any range defense you got there?
Which one are you targeting?
Both
The
of
closest.
us. That'd be
Oh,
me.
I
Actually,
believe
no.
you're both. Yeah, you're both within short range, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got 2 defense, so.
I'm talking about for your partner there that shot his beer glasses.
What's?
So Sapio, you got any range defense from a
Hold
guy
on, I
with
gotta
a
look up the.
assault rifle at point blank
Yeah, I
range
got
almost?
Nope. Nope, because I got the riot armor on.
All right, I like that. All right, all right, all right.
Hey, I already hit it.
Oh, good shot. Go ahead and
Wow.
click that.
I already hit it,
Click
dude.
that.
Pay attention.
Cheater.
Did make no clickety click. So I'm like, if you're not clicking it, I'll click it. And he's gonna start shooting you up, and probably your partner next to you if he gets lucky.
It's like I clicked as soon as you started talking. I don't know what you're talking.
Damn. As he basically lights up this wall with auto fire and just rakes it across the room, missing both of you, not by much, but enough that it got your attention. And I'm going to go ahead and say for 3 advantages that Sapio gets knocked prone. Basically
Prone.
ducking for cover, from the auto fire. He totally knocks
Mhm.
you prone.
Just being startled from the wall exploding next to me. Yeah, I could go for that.
Yeah. I'm trying to duck from all the shrapnel coming off the wall and everything. Yeah.
Totally a sensible thing. Nobody wants to die in a rain of auto fire.
Yeah, it's also called the reflexes. Survival instinct.
And then he's running right past your ass.
Okay,
As
I'm just gonna.
he literally shoots on full auto and runs. And you know what? He's going to take 2 strain to continue running to not be the closest one to that thing.
That's fair.
Basically, his auto fire was apparently not meant to kill you, but meant to clear a fucking path as he is running. And your colleague who can see the hallway cameras can totally see this guy come running out after rat-tat-tat-tat-tat with a smoking barrel.
I'll be honest, I'm barely keeping an eye on it at this point. Anything that happens to them is kind of on them.
Are these guys still there?
Those guys are still there, and they're totally basically running up to the door to come out shortly. They're kitting up with their kits.
Where's the door on that one? Is this the door
right
up here?
here.
Or that's
Right
the
there.
door, okay.
Yeah. So, top of the order, who's doing what? As I just ominously do this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Oh, look, that's within 6 squares, too!
Yeah, well, as I scramble up and waste my action.
I mean, you can always take 2 strain for a second maneuver.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a waste if you're getting your butt up, so.
Okay, what is it?
I like how he's just out of shotgun range, but just within running up to hit you range.
Yep.
Basically, I'm gonna tell Hayo to grab Anshin's character. I can't remember the name.
Why am I grabbing him?
Aikido. Because I gotta waste a turn getting my ass up.
Sounds like a problem on your part.
So is getting up an action or a maneuver?
Getting up is a maneuver.
Okay, so I'll get up, take a pot shot at this guy, and then run for it.
Is he within range? Because you got your shotgun, right?
Yeah, I also got. I have other weapons.
But do you have quick draw?
Yes.
See, that's a good thing. Quick draw to transition from shotgun to something else.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere without it.
Nope. And let's see. I'm not going to bother wasting a story point. That's for sure, because I don't think I'm going to hit him anyways. But You ready?
What are you doing?
I was gonna shoot him with the my pistol.
Medium range shot?
Yep.
Anything fancy? Aiming,
Nope.
upgrading weapons,
Nope.
anything that fancy stuff?
Nope.
Okay, takes your shots.
Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna use. Oh, for the love of Pete!
Hey, this thing is terrifying. It makes total sense that you put a round through its fancy trench coat instead of it.
Yeah.
But you have one advantage.
I'll give him a black dice.
Okay, the next one
I'll
of
give
him to
the
go.
monstrosity of black dice.
You distracted him with that shot just enough.
Yeah. And then I will. Yeah. I will move to here to cover for him.
You're
For
seeing the
Hayo.
fact that this guy's getting ready to run as he looks back at you guys like, not my day. I'm not working
I should
today.
have shot him in the ass and left him bleeding. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so who's going next?
All right. So I am going next. And I am grenading him
That'll work.
Is he
with a
short
glop grenade.
distance?
The glop grenade at that, yeah.
No. It is medium range, which is okay. I don't
And
care
why is
because
that?
I am a grenadier. In addition, your character treats grenades as having a range of medium.
Yeah.
One of my favorite talents. You've probably heard me say that before.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
if you have a
See,
character using those things, yes.
See, I mean that's what I don't like because the average person can throw a grenade 25 meters. So.
But can they throw it accurately?
No, but they can throw a grenade 25 meters.
I've seen people try to throw grenades. It's not
The average
doesn't go well.
soldier. The average soldier is supposed to be able to throw it 35. Supposed to. It doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah. So I upgraded as well.
Okay, I've got it in there for you.
All right.
This is a great use of a great piece of equipment with a great talent at a great time to buy yourself time.
Yeah.
Yep, and we'll go ahead and we'll aim too. Why not? Blue.
Okay, I got the blue in there, the upgrade in there.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Boom.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And you can activate ensnare if you want to also.
I sure can without having to use a story point, which is nice.
Yep. I'm assuming that's what
Oh
you
no,
like
blast.
to do.
Sorry, I can blast without a story point. Or using a story point even if I miss.
Yeah.
So you throw this beautiful spiral glop grenade. What does it look like when it goes off in his face?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure the damage didn't do shit, but he's probably sitting there looking at all this shit around him, going, "What the hell?"
As he's just covered in snot, and the couch is now stuck to him as he puts his hand down into the couch, and you just see the glop.
Well, so it's the body that he's got his hand through that's all tangled in him too.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like he's shaking his hand like somebody would if they got, some gunk on it, and it's just bouncing back.
Trying to flip it off like it was like dog shit on his hand.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay.
All right.
As you look at it, and it looks at you, and it's super annoyed face.
I'm sure it is.
Because it's taking a moment to realize what just happened to it.
And I give it a wink as I take 2 strain to come over here by the body.
As your poor friend apparently bumped his head in his helmet, and you can see that he is breathing on the floor, but that's about all. Interesting. You guys saying anything on your comms?
Nobody's here to help us, so
Yeah.
all I need to talk to is the guy next to me. I don't have comms anyways.
There's a buff here. Time to run. Big ugly fat fucker.
Yeah, I don't have any comms, so
Before next mission, we should have comms.
Yeah.
I
And
have
somebody
comms.
So do I.
And we should also have somebody with a long range weapon too.
You're going to a building.
Honestly.
Who can conceivably think of a long range weapon being needed?
Yeah, because apparently this guy's office is the size of a warehouse.
well, people have some of that.
When you're the boss and you like to entertain, who knows how many secret rooms
Okay.
are connected to this one?
Just out of curiosity. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. Seriously?
That's not all that big.
For an office?
For a big corporate office?
Oh yeah. Even for a big corporate office, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, 120 foot by 60 foot, he could barely have a decent orgy in that size room.
That's a basketball court.
No. All right, who's next?
So, which one of our
isn't helping us.
separated party members is going to go next?
Well, it depends. I mean, the hopper's heading over this direction, so I'm.
Oh, it's going to
kinda
take
just
a
waiting.
while for the hopper to show up. Because
Oh,
remember,
sorry,
they were driving a slow, lazy loop around the place to not draw attention.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Basketball court's 190 by 50 feet.
He was, he was told to, come down here. So I'll, basically, I will just kind of, find a somewhat unobtrusive place to hunker down with her, and maybe take a breather and get some strain back.
Okay, yeah, you could totally let me clear the dice pool and do a cool or discipline check as you're outside relaxing. As you're just like, good luck, guys. I succeeded on the mission. I guess I can recruit some more guys later.
Yeah, nothing like having helpful party members.
I got you. I'm not really that much of a combatant.
Well, neither am I.
I'm very much not a combatant.
You could have easily been carrying a body out. And
we don't have any.
That's
he
what
is
I
carrying
am
a
doing.
body out.
No,
that's what I am doing.
Body out.
We had to bring the doctor back.
Not necessarily alive.
We just had to make sure they didn't get her.
Yeah. Didn't have to necessarily be alive.
Okay.
I'm not a murderer.
But I do blame him, but I really don't blame him for looking at that god awful thing going, shit, I'm out of here, and pressing the button.
Yeah.
I do, but don't.
Be like, motherfucker, if I knew that was an option. As you go out there, you take a nice relaxing breath. The fresh, cool air blows against you. One of the corporate security guys just drives by in his little security vehicle and waves at you because he's obviously told not to fuck with you. Even though he kind of eyeballs the unconscious woman on the ground next to you.
Don't worry about that.
That's why I was looking for somewhat unobtrusive.
And as that is going on, and the driver definitely gives Mevin a ping saying, "Sir, just wanted to let you know we're going to go pick up at least one of our party members."
Yes, and I have the doctor, of course.
And he'll totally continue to provide the information, and they have the doctor. And is there anything that you're doing in the vehicle? Besides, are you going to try that hack again?
I am going to try the hack again.
A daunting hack, and I'm too slow to hit that button. But you're not. Okay, I've got that daunting roll with an upgrade on your side.
Yep.
So many story points in my side.
Still failed.
Damn. What is up today?
It's just I can't roll successes. Apparently, just can't do it.
So I totally have a
apparently
thing
the only
that
one that's actually gotten a good roll is the buff over here.
I've got a thing for
David with his
either that
grenade.
triumph or those 3 advantage if you want, but I think you may have something better involved. What would you like?
Let's
That
hear it for
makes-
the 3 advantage.
For the 3 advantage, I will give you that you stumbled across the security measure that seals this door here. So you
Okay.
could, in fact, not just lock the door, but lock the security blast door that's meant to protect the office,
Beautiful.
which could totally work from an internal or external point of view.
And these guys haven't gotten out yet, right?
They have not gotten out yet.
No.
Not that you can see the
Negative.
inside, but you have not seen them come out of the hallway yet.
Okay. I'll let them know that I have the ability to shut the door as soon as they can get the fuck out.
Good. Sehr gut.
And then for the triumph, I obviously can't get this entire folder. Can I get some choice files out though?
I will let you get some choice email memos that were floating in the server there that were not related to the file, but are totally related to the file.
All right.
I would say
And
crash their server.
Why crash the
What?
server?
I don't know. This is me.
as you have 6 files that seem to have attachments that may be interesting information.
Okay. Also, crashing a server is also a daunting check. Which
Yeah, but the thing
we
is,
have seen I did not succeed on.
no,
It
you
doesn't allow them
you-
to close the door behind us if it's
Yeah.
crashed.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
That's also true.
No,
Yeah.
it's just. I was just gonna say, that triumph meant you fucked up so bad that the system just went, "Fuck it, I'm done."
I'm fucking done. Resetting.
IT administrator has been contacted. Server rebooting.
It's kind of like the Space Force episode. Fuck, what? Windows updating.
The worst. And then wait for the inevitable next day security breaches.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay, so
Something.
She really messed this company up.
How far are we?
this guy is hitting the hallway and he just fucking appears. This guy, what is the roll to break out of that ensnare? They don't have one, do they?
I think it's
know.
usually it's like a daunting athletics or something like that.
Wait, I
Things
thought
like
the
that.
snare just made it so that they no longer get a free action. Or, I mean, free maneuver.
Maneuver, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, it's.
I'll have to look it up.
I'm looking it up and I can't even. Yeah.
Is it snare, right? Yeah. Let's see.
Binds a foe and restricts their movement when a snare is triggered. One target hit by the attack
Immobilized.
becomes immobilized. Yeah.
For a number of rounds equal to the rating and allows the character to make a hard
athletic.
As an action.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so
he's
yeah.
stuck for 4 rounds.
He's gonna go ahead and try for that hard athletics. That's not that scary for him.
Yes. I'm like, yeah. Let's use that last point.
I like that. That was good timing.
It's not that hard. Boink. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now it's just a hair.
I just feel
harder.
sorry for these 2 guys once they get their equipment on and come out the door.
Right? They're probably hiding under the desk.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Jim, what's the name of this corporation that we're hacking and stealing stuff from?
Oh dear
Or
God.
that I'm hacking and stealing stuff from?
I think I have it written down. Ooh.
So the monstrosity can roll
He is
successes.
sucking up all the successes.
Yeah, too bad I didn't have a triumph. Otherwise, it would have been a formidable if you roll a triumph on the
glop.
attack.
As you're hearing this horrible sound of the glop grenade's material snapping, this sound that you've only heard when glop grenades were used on vehicles. Oh, yes. Thank you for giving Zenith dynamics. As you hear the thwack,
apparently there was
thwack, thwack, thwack.
Apparently there was a change. But it says now immobilized just says that the character cannot take any maneuvers. Nothing limits actions. However, while
snare
playing,
and
I did
immobilize are
not
different,
allow
yeah.
any actions except the actions to attempt to free themselves. So
Yeah, I think it's different though.
See page 114, yeah.
So as you hear the glop grenade just critical fail, it did its job beautifully, but you have a feeling that this thing is.
Yeah, but they had to take an action at least to do it.
Yep,
so
it did burn in action. As it's stomping behind you guys. It is angry. It gets here and you guys are, God damn it, why didn't you pick up engine yet? As it just leans over covered in the stickiness, as you see different like office things have stuck to it already, and it bends over and just roars this horrible bellow roar at you.
But that's an action, right? If it's got a quality or a function.
No, it's a maneuver. So the three of you guys, well, only two. I mean, since one of you is out cold, he's safe. Give me a discipline check as an out of turn incidental.
What is this fear when it gets close to you? Like
yep.
I used to use on a certain character.
It's totally his bone-chilling roar.
Yeah, okay.
Is it ready?
Yep.
Son of a...
Discipline, right? Yay.
So you both take a point of strain because it's scary as fuck.
Yeah, just from the spittle. Like, ew.
And only one of you is scarred. It's not a good symbol for scarred. We use that. You're scarred.
Yeah.
As, it's kind of terrifying that he has said this, which is, you think the word he said was, bring me my mommy. You think, but it was more of a... As you think that's either spittle or some of the glop grenade that slapped up against your face. And he is still uncomfortably close. Uncomfortably close.
So it's fear. So you're going to run away like you need to do anyways. So.
Yeah.
So who's doing what?
Apparently I'm running away.
That's a good option.
Or stumbling away since my eardrums are probably bleeding.
Yeah, because you failed with a threat.
Yeah.
So all you can do is...
so I have to...
like run and run again.
Those poor bastards.
Yeah.
As you totally see feet turn around the corner just as you're getting there. You're like, you son of a bitch, look at him run.
All right.
Actually, it looks like I have to run twice. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm grabbing the body and I'm running.
You're humping on your shoulder and you're running. Not gonna
Yep,
take
double
two strain
run,
to double
and
run.
I'll
It's
taking
worth
double strain,
it.
and I'm looking at the camera, going, "Close the fucking door."
And what does our IT gentleman do?
Wait until the last initiative slot.
No. Oh.
No, you can go right now.
I will close that door.
The door goes shunk, and then there's a loud
And then I'll
thunk
seal it.
as the emergency blast door pops down, which now totally makes this office into a safe room that could survive a, small atomic bomb. Sucks for these two guys that just popped out of the office.
But can it survive a frickin' monstrosity? I don't want to wait around and find out.
In the name of science, let's not find out.
Because it came through one of the walls. So.
Okay, and we'll say just about then the van kind of pulls up, not too close, not too far, and the automatic door from the van slides open.
All right. Well, I'll put her in. And just making double checking. She's still unconscious, and the snap locks are on her wrist and stuff. Just making sure she's secure. Like I'll belt her into a seat.
So kind of you
And
put the seatbelt on.
and then I'll radio whoever in the crew has comms and tell them to come out the entrance that we first came in. And then I will basically just direct the driver to go to that very spot and wait for them.
Do you say anything else to your team?
Well, I tell them we have the doctor, we have we're in the van. Go to that original entrance we came in, and we are waiting there for you. Yeah.
So our IT guy, who's not really been watching the cameras, have you given the cameras any TLC?
I mean, I guess now that I've pulled out of the system for getting that file, I guess I'll be taking a little more active look, especially to make sure that they actually got out and that the door's sealed. So I
The
guess I'm looking
door
at the system.
totally sealed. You can see it from the outside hallway camera as your two crack commando guys, because they're still alive. That's fucking crack. Are running down the hallway. You do know that where the elevators are, there's a small group of 4 security guys basically holding a line with weapons raised,
Okay.
ready to shoot anyone that runs around the corner that shouldn't be there.
Well, I guess I should probably tell them. I don't know. Do you guys really need a warning on this?
Probably not.
I mean, basically where the
Yeah,
massacre
I'm not
happened,
going to hear it.
there's 4 security guys lined up at that massacre site.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, I was thinking maybe we could just pull the hopper up to a window, like if there's a window or something that they could climb out of and avoid that entirely.
Oh, now you suggest use that window at the end of the hallway?
It just occurred to me.
Now, one thing I will point out before the guys with loud guns are going to run into the other guys with loud guns, did our diplomatic member of the party bother to tell anybody that the boss let you guys out without gunfire?
Oh, yeah, I could definitely tell them that.
I mean, if you don't tell them that and they start shooting security guards are going to start shooting back.
Oh, yeah, I
If you
definitely
tell
told them
them
that.
that
I
if they
thought
surrender, they might be escorted out of the building, that might be something you want to mention to them.
Yeah, I definitely will.
They've been operating under the idea that they need to run and gun through this building. You totally made a deal with the boss, but your people keep murdering his employees.
I thought I mentioned it, but so I'll definitely mention it now.
So what do you say?
I'll just say there's no more need for any gunplay. Just we made a deal. All you have to do is lower your weapons, allow them to escort you out, and we're waiting for you. No more need for fighting.
I mean, I just don't remember hearing anything like that said. That's why I thought I'd bring it up.
I didn't go. I didn't go into detail. I was just like, oh, I'll tell them that. So I'll be more specific.
Well, the only guy that has a radio is kind of running in fear, so we'll see how that happens, how that works out.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I don't have a radio, so.
So you can't be held accountable.
Did you not take a radio on purpose?
He doesn't have one.
No,
I
I
didn't
know.
buy a
but
radio. I didn't
you
have
did
money
not-
to buy
Yeah,
a radio.
It's not part of our kit, apparently.
I mean, you can always call him on his pad to see if he answers his phone, but who does that during a tactical assignment?
I don't typically haven't operated with people. I do my own thing.
So,
I didn't
as
need a radio.
you know, half the group is in the van, and the van's, you know, your driver's totally asking you guys where he should go next. You two turn around the corner to the elevators, and you totally see the security guys. They've got their little weapons up. They're pointing them as a little firing squad style, 4 of them. And the 2 of you, you're within short range of each other. What do you guys do?
Well, where's the sniper guy? He was running ahead
Sniper
of us,
guy
right?
disappeared. Yep.
Okay.
He waved his badge and found the nearest place to take cover because he's no longer getting paid, so he might as well find which room's got pay-per-view.
I'll continue running at him and be like, huge
Run
beast
for
down
it.
the hallway. You might want to leave.
So you're basically
Don't
the 2 of you
wanna
are
fight
running
it.
past these guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, running, continue to run, gun down, just like, and I'm like, you might want to run too, because you don't want to deal with that thing.
As you guys go running by, the one guy looks at the other guy and says, Do we shoot him? Do we go with them? And the guy's like, hey, we were told if they don't shoot first. So let them go. As they kind of like they turn around to like say halt one more time with feeling, as they totally let you guys run to the lift. You have 2 lifts. The one you guys,
Seriously, I wouldn't wait there. Just continue to run.
as you have the one lift that you immobilized and the other lift that's still somebody hit the hold button.
Let me out.
I got a body, so. So hopefully Kevin's hitting the button.
Oh yep. I'll slam on the button. Go 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 go.
Yeah.
I got the shotgun in one hand, a body over the other shoulder.
We are leaving.
And as the elevator starts to close, I'm like, seriously, wouldn't stay on this floor.
One of the guys, the last thing you see is the doors close and you can hit the ding. You see one of the security guys goes up and pokes his head around the corner like, what's going on? And the 3 guys are like, well, it wasn't these guys we were called for. Go look. Go look. He totally waves with his synapse pistol of go look. And, you know, there's a slight echo of a bang sound that kind of shakes the floor, but doesn't seem to get through the blast door. As you guys totally see the elevator go down, 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 down. Your IT guy knows for a fact there's like 8 guys outside the elevator with weapons pointed at the doors watching the numbers come down. Is there anything you're saying to them or doing before the elevator doors open?
I tell them to duck.
Well, you overheard what I told them too, so you can just tell them to come right through.
Yeah. Just fucking dart out and go. Stay low so your pile of bodies protects you.
But are you saying that over the elevator speakers?
Yep.
Over the
Ooh,
elevator music?
Bum,
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Stay low!
Actually, you guys can barely hear it because there is no volume control on this. It is somehow hardwired at the exact volume that is so annoyingly low that you can
barely
barely
understand.
understand
Yeah,
it. Hardwired
IT
that way.
is a total
sounds about
dick.
right. That sounds about right.
So the elevator doors go ding, and basically these 8 guards all basically tell you to put your weapons down. Do you comply?
I put it down to my side while I'm holding the body. Like,
Yeah, stop.
yeah, we got friends waiting for us.
And the security guys kind of look at each other, and one guy says, "Take off your headgear. If you're wearing any helmets, that type of thing is what they're implying. They want to see your faces."
Yeah, I don't think my stuff has any kind of.
Yeah, it's a helmet, but it's got an open face, or it's probably like a clear plastic.
As
Yeah.
they totally gesture for you to look towards the camera in the elevator because they're unaware that the cameras have been hacked.
Yeah. Like, okay. Like, look, you really probably want to get upstairs because I don't think you guys listened when I told them they need to get off that floor. There's a big, huge creature up there.
And the guy looks
Big
down
ugly
at you, and he's like, "Whatever, shut up." And as soon as they have you guys look up at the camera, you can see the guy touch his little ear comm, and they basically escort you very unceremoniously out the entrance you came in, and
Okay, follow
basically
him.
Okay,
kick your
sure.
ass out of the building as long as you don't resist.
Okay. Seriously, if you don't get up there, you don't want to go up there then because, yeah, you don't want to face it without a whole bunch of people.
Guys,
It
totally.
clearly put a fist through one of your boss guy looking dude's chest, like, with like no effort. So just telling you.
Guys like super dismissive and not accepting your advice, thinking it's some kind of trick.
Okay, good luck to you.
Just
It was nice
because
knowing you.
just because we were told we have to let you go doesn't mean we like it. If we see any of you again, we're gonna shoot you sight unseen.
If you go up to that floor, not going to worry about seeing you again. That's all right.
And they're just like, get the hell out of here. The guy totally hits the loading door, so it closes as you guys are talking.
Nice meeting you. Have a great one. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Get the hell out of here.
As you guys come out and you see the van, and the auto door opens up as the driver hit the button because he sees you.
Flop engine in a chair and jump in.
I believe all of my passengers are aboard. Can I continue to our destination?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Let's head back to Jinteki.
Excellent. Back to Jinteki we'll go. Is there any food locations or beverage locations you would like to stop off on the way there?
So just take us straight there, and I'll call up headquarters and let them know we're on our way. We've got the doctor, and the information's been secured.
Ah, excellent. You've done well, my noble warriors. Bring the doctor to our specific wing directly. We can discuss her actions first.
Yeah. I mean, we could always stop for a Taco Bell like party pack.
Shawarma.
I can go for tacos.
Shawarma.
You guys might want to wash your hands first.
Wash my hands. Why?
All the carnage.
I didn't cut
Oh, he's already
anybody.
washed his hands of that.
I shot people. I didn't get any blood on me.
It's just boot splatter. All the bodies you walked over.
Yeah, well, there might be a little bit on the boots.
Yeah.
Hands are clean. Wouldn't want to get my shotgun dirty. But y'all take care of and clean and stuff on the way back.
You pop down the one service tray in the back of the van and start servicing your weapon.
Never take too much care of your weapons.
I mean, you probably can.
No, not really.
Not if you do it right.
Yeah, he's spent 8 hours in his room servicing his weapon. It's getting a little.
At some point, it's just playing with yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, so the driver lets you know, he gives you a very accurate ETA of your arrival time.
Thanks, Jeeves.
As you guys
Challenge
start
accepted.
pulling up, is there anything particularly you're doing?
Well, as we're pulling up, I'll grab the doctor and hop, get out of the hopper. And are there people waiting there to meet us?
There's totally a pair of clone nurses that come out with a gurney.
Good.
Okay, well, I'll put. I think we'll need 2 actually.
I was gonna say I'm throwing Anshin on it before you can get her on it.
So immediately one of the nurses does the 2-finger, just a moment, let me go get another gurney, and comes back with another gurney. And these gurneys, by the way, have some pretty serious restraints on them if you want to use them.
Well, she's already snap locked in her wrists and feet, but I'll put the restraints on just to be sure.
Sorry, our teammate gets a gurney before she did. Sorry.
Okay, so you guys, he gets taken to medical aid because they ask what happened to him. I'm assuming somebody says he fell down, went boom.
Yeah, pretty much.
He fell through a ceiling.
He got knocked down and took damage.
Might have broken his neck.
Well, we won't. We'll give him good. He was a good fighting warrior. Did his thing. He didn't hang from the ceiling until he fell off. No, we're not going to tell him that. Yeah. In the heat of action, he got knocked down and
By the force of gravity.
Yeah.
Severely. That way,
I'll let them spin the story.
I mean, I don't know that he fell down because I wasn't there. So as far as I know, he got knocked down, and
I do, but I'll just let it go.
I can only assume injured in the heat of combat.
The super sneakiness. Okay, and of course, you guys are immediately summoned back to your briefing chambers, which is the nice, beautiful dojo.
Oh, yeah. See, ours is prettier. Probably about the same size, but prettier.
It's your, whatever Ken called it, the Mojo Dojo Casa something house.
Casa house.
See, our office is bigger.
Yeah.
And nicer.
And prettier.
And prettier.
It is
except for the bodies that are still
the bodies that are still hanging around.
Well, only the ones that you guys shot.
I didn't shoot anybody.
Nor did I.
As
my baton and stuff.
Anyways, when you guys get back to the briefing location, your handler comes out and he gives you guys the deep, honorable bow, the respect bow, and says,
"Bow back.
You Dōshin have performed remarkable in returning the doctor, and only having 1 casualty. I can accept 20% casualty rates on a mission as important as this." Totally makes you kind of scared, losing.
You'll recover.
1 in 5 is acceptable losses.
It's the way it happens.
What information have you uncovered?
I look
Well,
over at the other two like,
That'd be the geek.
I don't know. We were busy fighting
So-
and covering their ass, so
Mevin.
obviously, we have the doctor. She'll be able to attest whatever it was that she did and knew. She, as you know, she was collaborating. She was not a kidnapped victim, and somewhere along the line, she created some sort of G monstrosity that probably is still running amok in Zenith Dynamics.
yeah, they're going to have a hard time with that. I don't think they're going to be in business for a while.
And Mevin, I believe that you took care of the data.
I sure did.
And he asked for
Copy.
more information on the G monstrosity. He wants some
Well,
first-hand account details of this thing. What does it look like? What is the capabilities?
I'll describe exactly what I saw of it.
Ooh, and apparently you described it in very intricate detail.
And we'll tell them one hit with the one arm left that it went right through the, looked like an officer type body.
A fully armored,
And-
yeah.
And cybernetic enhancement as well.
I didn't see that. It was a regular arm that we had left, right?
No, it had a power gauntlet on its hand.
Oh, on both. Okay, so yeah, okay.
It was so covered by gore by the time you saw it, it looked like it could have been flesh and blood.
I will also, I will mention that ultimately their owner, CEO, and president, whatever his name is, or whatever his position is, ultimately he was, he was civilized and cooperative about the whole thing. It just took a little convincing.
As he totally looks at you and you are honorable for giving him the benefit of the doubt. But his actions of recruiting one of our personnel was anything but honorable.
That is true, but you can at least look at it as a mitigating circumstance. Besides, the amount of damage that was done there, I think that they're going to be hurting pretty badly for some time.
Right, I agree. Your actions were both commendable and very tactful, which we do appreciate at Jinteki. You made sure to confine any of the combat to enclosed places where we can only worry about them coming to us for damages. I appreciate this. You brought nothing but honor to our group. Zenith Dynamics will not bother with us again. And I
I don't think so.
assume Dr. Milin will be cooperative once we start asking her the reason for her defection. And he totally gives you guys the whole, moment of, thinking about it. Is he's like, and again, how did you confirm that her defection was not a kidnapping, but yet a true defection? And he totally glances up towards one of the cameras. As you can totally tell, he's trusting you guys, but he's wanting you to say this for the higher ups.
Well, I'll tell him about the man we met with the eyes in the sky, and that we actually have footage of her being cooperative as she was being, as she was coming out of the, as she was being escorted into the building. That she very much was not a hostage, so I can turn over that footage, which, as I recall, was pretty crystal clear.
Excellent. Legal will appreciate any evidence that you can prove to help reinforce the action suit that we will be placing against her. And he totally hits a button, and the wood table kind of opens up, and control panels pop up with access ports for each of your little sitting spots. So that way, if you have any information, you can totally just click and get the information in there.
Mm-hmm.
As
Jinteki guys.
As so you attest that Mr. Novak of Zenith Corp was cooperative when you asked him with honor and respect to return the property?
Well, ultimately, I'll tell him how he was attempting to escape with Dr. Lin, but I was able to remind him of a job that I did for him at one time, had a connection there, and requested that he sit down and negotiate like honorable people. He complied with that. The doctor called in her reinforcements, the G monstrosity. He made to escape, and I accompanied him with the doctor. Grabbed her and accompanied him. At that point, he took us to his safe house. He allowed us to leave peaceably.
At least after his unhonorable contributions to this event, he behaved with at least poise and decency. So we will reward him with some minor contracts, perhaps janitorial, for their assistance to show that we respect and honor them in resolving the incident as quickly as possible. The G monstrosity. Describe its capabilities in some more detail. And he seems to like not care about the cameras when he's asking this. He's basically asking you guys to give like first-hand details that you have.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell him
Tell him
about
everything
he
about
busted
what we
through the.
saw.
Yeah, same thing that she was controlling him with some sort of device or a tracker. He basically he tore open an elevator door, jumped or climbed or something down, tore through another door, came in, referred to her as mommy. Then I managed to separate her from her tracker, and as we were escaping, it lost a limb. Then at that point, I imagine the narrative from my comrades will take up.
Yeah, the limb loss did not seem to slow it down
at all.
So you say it had diminished mental capacities when it referred to her as mommy?
It definitely wasn't smart.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't able to articulate.
It operated off of lizard brain, so yes.
Yeah.
And he kind of like goes over to a wood panel and kind of waves his hand, and you see the panel slide open, and it's a total top of the line LED screen with computer dealio there. And he totally gets his employee badge and plugs it in the computer and starts totally doing some quick computery shit, which only one of you really appreciates. As he pulls up a full few files that show like totally looks like the Da Vinci picture of the perfect man. As he hits a button and a holo display pops up, and you see like 3 different messed up humanoid figures that look like someone studded out on human growth hormones, so the muscles are to that point where that weightlifter build where you could not reach something stuck to your back if it was on there because your muscle mass. And he says, does this look similar to the muscular structure you witnessed?
Was she doing these sorts of experiments while she was here, or was this something she was doing outside of Jinteki?
As you ask that question, he turns his back towards one of the cameras and does a gentle gesture that totally looks like a shush as he walks over to the computer and basically reaches up into a panel, and you hear a slight click of some kind of hidden button that's recessed up there. And he comes back and says, the chairman is not listening, so we may discuss a little more freely here. Unfortunately, the good doctor is not working on any of these experiments. These are old experiments from a decade ago with her old mentor.
Which means she's been moonlighting somewhere else, which is difficult to imagine considering the hours she was working before she left.
I agree.
So
From
she
what
had a pet project and obviously had help.
exactly as he seems to like ponder for a
Yep.
second as Dr. Nix, and he waves his hand over his part of the controls on the table and shows this older gray-haired doctor of European descent, it looks like, from his complexion and the 3D color picture that pops up. Totally shows him with his hand on a very younger version of the doctor. You know, you totally recognize her as like maybe when she was in her early 20s. And he has his hand like Dr. Nix has his hand on her, and then of course little ID placards pop up. So no matter where you're sitting at the
Oh.
table, you see the ID of Dr. Nix. Dr. Nix is a late employee of Jinteki and Dr. Lin's sponsor to join Jinteki.
Late as in doesn't work here anymore, or late as in is deceased?
Or late as in hasn't gotten there yet.
And he kind of hits a button and says, late as in he is the victim of his own incompetence. And you totally see a lab when he clicks the video. And most of you guys seeing the picture of him on with his hand on her shoulder, you're definitely picking up there's more vibes than just like teacher to student hand on the shoulder. As it clips to a video where you see like her and two lab assistants banging on a Duraplast glass window, and the good doctor kind of walks through a cloud of decontamination smoke, and he puts his hand to the glass, and you totally get this Captain Kirk Spock moment where he's talking and you can barely hear the words coming out of his mouth because the detox gas being shot into the room, as he just kind of mumbles incoherently and starts to slowly fall to his knees, and his hand slides down and his face plasters against the glass, and you see some like colored froth coming out of his mouth, and she's screaming, and the two assistants are trying to like pull her back from the glass as she's banging on it, crying with tears down her eyes. And he totally hits the pause button as you see this guy like expire in a very graphic biological way on the floor into a puddle, and he says, late as in he is the victim of his own failures. The doctor was attempting to increase the abilities of our clones beyond human capabilities. He was pinnacle in one of our models for the moon, and it totally shows a clip of a bunch of service clones that work actually up at the moon that are built to be big, strong, and very loyal to do their job. But they are nowhere near the size of the thing you saw.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the good doctor was unable to complete his projects, and then was accidentally exposed to one of his next projects that corporate made him jump onto with some trepidation. And it totally shows there's a video clip of him talking to a bunch of the board of directors, having a total hissy fit, throwing papers around, telling them that his project is the next wave of mankind's future. To hell with science and profit. This is the future of humanity. His children could repopulate Mars and help make a better world. And they're just like, nope, stop. Your project's been canceled. We've defunded your project. And then there's like a 280-page incident report of what happened in his lab, showing that he was working on some GMO virus that unfortunately got loose and basically broke down his basic DNA.
Jeez.
Cool.
But on the plus side, the lab was sealed and it did not get out.
Well, that'd benefit. Yes. Well, hopefully they're able to contain this thing and not let it out because it is quite scary. Pardon me.
Were you able to retrieve a genetic sample?
Negative.
No.
Nope.
And I will totally
Well,
give you that you guys were
unless somebody
unaware of
took
it.
the arm, but
You
I
were
don't
unaware
know,
of it, but when the arm fell in the lift, some blood did splatter on the good doctor's coat, and they will find that sample, by the way.
Oh, there we go. All right then.
Because you can't cut off an arm without some juice coming out.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean,
Yeah,
there might be some on him then.
true.
I mean, he was in the lift with them, so.
Mm-hmm.
So check Dante.
As he totally whips out a scientific pad modifier and waves the pad over you and says, currently we are identifying at least 8 different genetic genomes on your outfit. Please disrobe and provide me your outfit in this receptacle. And he hands you a little plastic bag.
Okay.
Don't be shy. Just go do what you gotta do.
Yep. That's fine. I need a change anyway.
As
As
he's supposed to
he-
take it off, I'm gonna do a dog whistle.
He totally,
Real cat
basically you
call.
didn't just
You mean,
drop the clothes right then and there.
And ask for a change to be brought.
He totally points to the side room there where you know that there's, robes and shit.
Yeah, we're in our little space there, man.
Oh, all right. I didn't know how it was equipped, so yeah, I'll grab something to slip on.
Conveniently, y'all got the best Jinteki fluffy robes ever. I mean, come on, you have a bathhouse in this place.
Nice.
You barbarians. And he will gladly take the receptacle and commence to begin your recuperation as he totally hits the secret button for the elevator down, and a couple serving clones will show up with your tea and some snacks.
Ooh, snacks.
Yay.
Why else would you want to
Cucumber.
work for the place except for the genetically engineered cucumbers?
Right, I was gonna say, yeah, little cucumber sandwiches. Yay.
Yeah.
How about some sake?
When there's
Been a rough day.
when there's kind of a lull, I'll step away and just send Suki a message that I came back alive.
Aww. Now, is this from your pad or is it a corporate computer to corporate computer?
No, this is my personal one.
Okay. As you
yeah,
get
because
the
Dante and Suki are fiance.
Yep, you get winky face, big shocked O face with winky cat with 2 different eyes winking from those, and then a gif of a kitten pouncing a kitten.
Wow.
And then a line of eggplants.
Yeah.
Followed by a
They were the
she's
eggplants.
currently in a meeting with the company.
All right. Fair enough.
As she's totally under the conference table sending you text messages. Okay, and so does anybody in the meantime, when he takes off for you guys to get some R&R to basically clean up, suit out into your non-combat fatigues, put your gear back in your locker, whatnot, is anyone looking up good Dr. Nix? And that's Nix, by the way.
Oh, NIX.
That would be like fancy computer stuff.
Yeah. Or I can just call my contacts at the police department and ask them.
That's something along what I'm thinking. If you wanna.
Yep, I will contact. Actually, I'll contact everybody I can.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of
Calling in
people.
all the favors.
Well, yeah. Hey, I get one. I get one a session. Come on. So that would be the military, the police.
The military police.
Yeah, my friend in the corporation, and my friend in the triad, not the triad, the triad.
Okay, so I can definitely tell you the Triad knows nothing about Dr. Ezra Nix.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean he didn't do any black market dealing.
You never know.
Mhm.
Okay, so the police you contact?
Yep.
The only thing the police can tell you is he has no record up to about 18 years ago. And this is a guy who looked like he was in his, 40s 10 years ago. And in this day and
So,
age, not having a record says more than having a record sometimes.
yeah, it means.
I mean, coming from the net perspective, there's not having a record and not having a record.
Having a record. So basically, it kind of seems like it's a assumed name or alias, or
And
it's
what
not his real name.
Mm-hmm. What they can tell you is about 18 years ago when he came to New Angeles and was put on file with the police department. He's a immigrant from Czechoslovakia.
It's Czechoslovakia.
Cyber
We should
Czechoslovakia.
It's like going to
see if
Wisconsin.
we should see if we have any contacts with the Trimoff.
I do.
I did, but that was the Yakuza, the
Yeah,
triad.
The Triad and the Yakuza are separate from the Trimoff, I could have sworn.
Yep.
I
The
believe
Trimoff is like the mafiosos of like Italy and the Slavic countries and
The
European
Armenians,
mobs.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
they
As
all have their own little mafia groups.
he basically had a record for many drunken disorderlies. Apparently, Jinteki covered up almost every one of them, except for one where he got into it at a cyber pleasure palace.
I mean, we've all been there.
I mean, come on, it's safe. Keep it cyber, keep it safe. As he basically had a bad cyber VR episode and proceeded to get violent with some people.
So I can reach out to a contact within Jinteki itself, and see if we can find out any info. Oh, I didn't know you had Jinteki. I thought it was like
No, that's why
okay,
I work
never
here.
mind.
So, no, I mean, it doesn't mean that your contacts aren't different.
It doesn't mean you can't get different information from
True,
me.
true. Yeah, so I'll do the same with my contacts.
So I got the triad there, got the cops. Who else were you asking?
Military.
Military? When you throw out that name, your buddy, we get this screen swipe where your buddy's only willing to talk to you in person, not over the net. As he basically slips you a file.
Okay. That's always fun.
Actual hard copy. As I hit my keyboard, and the file is listed as Dr. Nixagov. As during the Great War, there was a war criminal, because, if he was ever captured, they'd confirm whether he was a war criminal or not, who, against the freedom fighters on Mars, basically this guy cooked up some biological warfare weapons and drugs for Earth. And the only thing it really tells you in that file is because what he did got him a free pass for his crimes. He was known for breaking some of the genetic engineering rules and got busted and sent to prison. But he then provided EarthGov some biological weapons to use against the folks on Mars that would not permanently hurt the ecosystem or hurt any Earthen colonists that would go there after the fact, but would definitely not be good for the Martians and would definitely, according to the paperwork, hurt their reproductive percentages.
Oh, so just an all-around good guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Of course, I will disseminate this information amongst everybody. So
you definitely know this
Okay.
Dr. Nix. If that file you were handed and the person you're talking about are one and the same, he is not a good person.
no. So it makes you wonder if he's actually dead.
Unfortunately,
love
those
me a
types don't tend to die easy. They find somewhere to hold up.
Okay, here we go. Nobody could have lived through that. I think that covers it, right?
Yep. It's now been said.
Is that the rule?
Now you have knocked on the wood and they will rise from wherever. The God machine will find a way to bring them back.
So basically, this guy is the literal definition of a mad scientist.
Nice.
And so who else is
Pretty much.
what extra information there?
Well, I was going to follow up with my own Jinteki contacts, as well as Yakuza, and I want to use my Disenfranchisto one to, since they were nearby that building, see if anybody saw the G monstrosity escape or anything like that. Like basically, like give me an idea of what happened after we left.
Ooh.
They're probably still fighting that thing.
So with your Disenfranchisto folks, they never saw anything described by your description leave the building. So you're definitely thinking that they'd found a way to deal with it, probably the way which is you just keep hammering into it till it stops. I mean, somebody
Only
probably
so many bullets it can take.
they
Well,
put so much into it between
and so many bodies.
They threw corporate resources at it until it became a corporate resource itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think of wait till the lab coats get a hold of that thing. So they, with the exception of you guys leaving the building, it didn't seem anything exciting at all happened.
Well, that's
except
good
for
news, I guess.
maybe there was a few more laundry vehicles that did show up because there was a lot of bodies to get rid of. Don't worry,
All right.
The families get paid out well. They insure their own employees so they make profit on death.
Of course. It's only
This
reasonable.
is good business.
And important thing.
So who's the next one you're hitting up? The Yakuza?
Let's go with the Jinteki one second.
Okay, so through Jinteki, you talk to, somebody who's talked to somebody who's one of the other two lab assistants, and you get that from a personnel-wise, that the good doctor and the young good doctor were totally having a thing on the side. They basically tell you that Dr. Maylin was totally, even when she was apparently his student.
See, she's been stooping the doctor.
She's been stooping the doctor since she was his TA, basically, when he was working at university back in Europe.
University in Europe, eh?
Yep. And unfortunately, he lost his job for conduct issues with his students, as well as some of the things he was trying to do in the laboratories there was not school safe, if you know what I mean. I mean,
do we have the name of the university?
Yes, you could totally get it because her records totally show where she went to university, so that's super easy for you guys to look up. I mean, on the company spreadsheet, she's actually listed of what schools she's gone to and what degree she has, because that's an honorable
Cool.
accomplishment.
But we can track him that way.
Yeah.
Especially now that you have his real name. And the weird thing is, Dr. Ezra Nix never filled out any HR paperwork for starting to work with the company.
Jinteki, you mean?
With Jinteki, he just came to work one day. That's highly curious that he has no real history other than he has passed at highest level all the entrance requirements needed for the company, but has yet to do any entrance tests or have any education background on record. And of course, they tell you it must totally be a typo or some kind of corrupted data.
Of course.
And
Okay.
do me a favor, since this is your guy, give me any kind of science skill you have.
Science skill I have.
Give me a success,
Like
and
a
I will give
knowledge
you some
check?
info. Yep.
Alright, knowledge. I don't think I really have any, so. Yeah.
Okay. So I can't give you that. Okay, good to know. And after this beautiful dinner tea ceremony, you guys don't have to worry about your strain. Your strain is back up to full. If you want to go ahead and refill your strain.
Yay.
Or zero it out, depending on which version we're doing in this one. I think we're zeroing this one out.
Yeah, we're
Zeroing
zero.
Yeah,
It's
we're
0,
yeah.
As did you have any other contact you wanted to use?
Just the Yakuza one.
Just the Yakuza one. This is going to require a dice roll.
Okay.
So
Someone
for
knows
the
something.
Yakuza, they excel at human smuggling in the Yakuza. That's one of their side gigs, after all. And if you're willing, what are you willing to give on the question? What is it you're asking your Yakuza contact for?
Could just promise them a favor.
Well, not just that.
Well,
What is it you're
they owe
asking?
me a favor.
Like, are you saying Dr.
I'm
Nix, also
asking.
known as blah blah blah, or what are you willing to give?
Basically, did she do any work for the underworld?
Oh, so you're talking about Mai Li. Yes.
I like that.
Yes. That
Put him on the spot.
your Yakuza will definitely admit that Dr. Mei did do work on the sly outside of the company. She went by a certain name.
A certain name.
And your contact totally gives you back the Japanese kanji for the word blood dancer.
That's not bad at all.
No,
And
no connotations negative there.
And your contact totally says that the crazy lady was selling custom made drugs. Like we're talking like genetically custom drugs, so like only, somebody in a family bloodline or specific person could take this and it does this. Everybody else it does nothing.
Oh.
She was doing some high-end custom cocktails, so that way it would help people get past getting in trouble for the Yakuza. Which, of course, this type of cocktail could totally be used for good or for bad. Because, think about it. You give somebody, Xanax without them knowing, you could totally slip somebody a Mickey. Or you could give someone schizophrenia meds when they're not schizophrenic, and, boom. Or it could just be a bunch of stupid kids wanting to get high on drinking water and nobody else gets in trouble. So it's a victimless crime. But since there's an advantage, the weird shit is she didn't do it for cash. With the Yakuza broker she works with, she always did it for trade of medical equipment. As you totally sense your Yakuza contact is baiting you of, would you like to know more? With the fingers doing the money, money, money gesture. This is free.
Well, considering I really don't have any money.
But do you have favors?
Well, actually, let me ask you this: do we get paid for what we're doing?
Oh yeah, you get a good enough severance, that you can afford a high-end lifestyle.
A severance?
Well,
We're
Stipend.
being let go?
A stipend.
Stipend?
Stipend.
And of course,
Just
your
checking.
group's discretionary fund after completing this project, you totally see this group shared fund had 12,000 credits deposited after the mission was successful. So you guys basically live it up on high end. You're like, basic operators on a well-paid project. You live high on the corporate hog.
And so that's kind of our discretionary?
That's your discretionary fund.
Okay.
I mean, you could totally go and blow the money. Your liaison may have a conversation with you, but sometimes these things happen.
All right. Well,
So
let's
that's
see.
like our group's money to divvy up, however, to do whatever.
Yep.
Not
If you want to give yourself a bonus check, or do you want to buy yourself some cool swag?
Okay, with an individual, or do we get
just four? If there's four of us, there's 3,000 each. If you want to just divide it.
I like how
I mean, it's better than the
cut
11
one party
credits
member
I currently have.
Yeah, no, but we definitely need to do something about our armament.
Because you guys are totally making like $6,000 a month as high-end paychecks for this. You're living good life. I mean, unless you want to just live in corporate life, and then they totally will just put you up in a basic corporate apartment. Basically, look at
Dante
any
and
Japanese
Suki are sharing one.
You guys are sharing a fucking gorgeous penthouse in the AgriCorp.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Whereas, and you guys could totally live here on this floor too if you wanted that. I mean, there's space for you guys if you wanted to live on site here, or take the classic Japanese apartments that they offer, which aren't much. Whereas Dante's living in his girlfriend's penthouse that smells of fresh bamboo forests every day.
Yeah, that's actually not that good of a smell.
Well, pleasant early spring, not the musty version of summer.
Oh, okay.
Not the swamp ass level, but when it's pleasant and crisp and springish.
So he said he has more information, but he wants to either a favor or some cash for it.
Yeah, you totally get that whole we can meet in person and you can offer me something more. Favor for a favor, buddy. The
How
favor
good
economy.
is this information?
Oh, he's gonna tell you it's wonderful, but if you're gonna go ahead and let's see, give me. He's gonna be pretty good because he's
Negotiation?
shady. Give me a negotiation or a vigilance to see if you can read him. Pick either
Okay.
or.
I'm gonna steal a story point and then use it.
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
I keep forgetting.
got it in there for you. I was wondering why no one did that. I'm like, oh man, am I gonna have
Well, we
to
haven't played in
burn
a while, and I kind of forgot.
Negotiate. Where's negotiate? There's negotiate. Okay.
So
Alright.
you take 2 strain. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna increase the cost actually. I like that better.
Okay.
As he basically tells you he's got good information. Basically, if you're willing to reward him, meet at one of the clubs, go to one of the hollow vid clubs, and show him some appreciation because that's what he wants. He could tell you where the equipment has been delivered to in the past. He doesn't know about any recent shipments, but like a year ago, he had some equipment delivered, and he can tell you right where it was taken.
Alright, well, I'll fund his fun night out.
So that's the favor you're offering is to supply him with drugs, booze, and a good time for a night.
Yeah, you said he said he wanted to live it up a little. Let him live it up a little. Is 500 a reasonable amount for that?
No. A career Yakuza party boy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would.
That's like the starting party.
Like 500 credits for a party night? That doesn't even pay for the first stripper. Oh,
Man,
typing
I
something.
I must not be living. I don't know.
Okay, so you're gonna negotiate, and on the plus side, you had successes, so that's going to increase, the goodness of what you're getting. So it looks like Kevin needs to step out a little early. So we'll say you negotiate with him for a party night, which is going to be ridiculously expensive. We're
I
talking.
only have so much. So.
That was Joseph, not me.
Oh, that you totally have a rich girlfriend.
I see where you got that wrong, but
it's because it's the Evan Kinnick.
As opposed to
Some players.
Yeah. No. See. Yeah.
As he's basically going to cost you a lot to party, and he wants you to go partying with him and not bring your girlfriend.
Well.
Well.
Okay. Look, I've got 3 successes. It's gonna be expensive, but I'll use this to modify the scope of the agreement, and
modify it in what regards?
Modify in that does he have significant other? We could do like a nice double date thing.
He does not believe in that type of thing.
All right. Well, in that case, I will.
For those extra successes, I will say yes. You'll remind him of that gal he's wanting to hook up with that wouldn't hook up with him unless he gets serious.
Sure. We'll do a nice like take him for a nice double date or something.
Oh, look at you reducing the craziness of the cocaine night.
Yeah, this is gonna be
so
not
only
crazy.
Only 1,280 credits.
All right, I'll do it.
That's a cheap Gmod dinner date.
I can't even imagine. All right, so that leaves me.
Yeah,
Blowing
but you're not
a 2-week
living.
salary on some top of the line person.
Yeah, you're
Sure,
not in
all right.
corporate Japan and shit.
So yeah,
Kobe
I'll do
beef
it.
for everybody. Real butter. Do you know how much it costs on the menu for real butter in this day and age? From a real cow, not a Gmodded udder.
She modded out.
Ew.
So,
All right, so yeah, we'll do that.
So he totally, after the dinner, slips you the address, and totally, because he's cool like that, he one-ups he got a buddy to give him the newest address.
The address for where the stuff was delivered.
Where her supplies are being delivered to.
So now we have the address. Cool.
And
All right.
it is located specifically down in the Quindy district in the meat market.
Okay. Aptly named.
So if you guys wish to pursue, the meat market is a good place to follow up on her leads if you can't get any interrogation from her. As you guys are basically given a memo to go have fun, recuperate, revitalize yourself. Your honor and weapons will be necessary shortly. Enjoy while you can, but not to excess.
Of course not.
Got to work hard. You got to play hard, man.
Yeah, you got to keep it proper. Somewhat.
As
I
you
don't know
guys
about
get
that, but
20 experience points.
Nice.
how many?
Ooh,
20.
All right.
As of course, as soon as you guys are finished with dinner, another round of those combat clones attack you guys all again, just like clockwork. Thank you for your
Again.
assistance with product testing.
Yay.
As you notice, the clones are getting marginally better each time.
Hey, James.
Huh?
Where are the stats for the HHI weapons?
They're in the NPC section. They're not in the actual weapons section because they're special cop
okay.
weapons. They should normally only be available to the cops, but since Jinteki's got access to, come on, Jinteki gives them blue talking dogs. They're gonna get cop guns.
Blue talking
Could
dog.
everybody kindly get a comlink?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that, and I was going to say we should probably get some longer range weapons too.
I'll think about it.
And don't forget, you do have the loadout sheet.
Yeah.
Of the different
But again,
options for each mission.
None of them still have any long range weapons for us.
Well,
At least.
Corporate doesn't really want you shooting somebody, a mile away. So
yeah, but as we saw,
yeah, I mean, short's still a little, yeah.
I mean, if corporate had their way, you'd all be walking around with just swords, but
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, shotgun's not necessarily my preferred. I usually use, melee weapons, but just depends on the scenario.
I'm just saying it would be helpful to have something that's a little more long range than.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
That is.
I mean,
totally
I don't need an HHI scoped Gauss rifle from the SWAT. No.
But you would like an assault rifle where you can reach out to touch someone.
But I'm not okay. Even then, I'm not seeing it here. But yeah, that Gauss rifle. Let's see here.
Sometimes you got to reach out and touch someone.
Yeah, and this is damage 10, crit 2, range extreme. Yeah, it's just too big for my character. Pierce 5.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
one of
because
those.
it's literally the railgun from the movie Eraser with Arnold.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty
where it's just
much.
blowing holes through things because it's moving at such a fast speed.
Technically, that wouldn't happen, but it's a cool
Yeah.
effect.
But it makes for good Hollywood.
Yeah, because I see the pistol. So I guess there isn't an HHI assault rifle.
It's all about the sexy
Cool.
Judge Dredd ammunition.
Yes.
Non-lethal. And you shoot a rubber bullet.
I mean, I shoot for non-lethal effects when I shoot. I mean, when I was
Says the guy who
shotgunning, I
shot a guy in the
shot
back
to
with a
do.
shotgun.
Well, I mean, I shoot them to cause strain, and then they strain out. I mean, yes, they take initial injuries, but then they strain out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
pretty
don't think
humane.
that's what happened.
I do believe when
Well,
you shoot
that's not
someone
my
with a
fault that the
shotgun and they
monstrosity.
pass out, it's because of blood loss.
It's not my fault that the monstrosity killed him before he could.
Yeah.
What about all their security guards?
Well, I didn't shoot. I shot them to kill. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
mean the pile of bodies on the floor?
yeah. Well, you know, it was kill or be killed.
I mean,
They
if
were-
you
they
guys
had
wanted, you could have
sign-up
fought your way
pistols.
out. I was just, I was just wondering what tactic you were going to take at that point.
They actually had non-lethal weapons.
Who did?
The guard.
The security,
No, they
They
did.
did?
the security
had
guards.
lethal.
Sure.
Yeah, they did.
The security
It's
guards
sign-up
were all
pistols.
using sign-up pistols.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
okay.
know.
You're the
Didn't
baddie.
get a chance to get shot by one to know.
Yeah.
It's their fault for not shooting me faster.
Ignorance is bliss.
So I'll worry about this next session about getting an assault rifle or something.
When in doubt, you can always go for a Fletcher. Oh wait, that's more short range shit.
Except for the
I'd be happy with just medium, maybe, but that's all right. We'll see.
yeah, except for the Fletcher anti-material rifle.
Ooh,
But those things are too heavy.
Yeah.
No, and we don't need something that could blow a hole through a car a mile away. No, we just need to be able to reach the other side of the office. Apparently.
Yeah. No, I liked it, and I mean, my go-to, if possible, is melee to stun, not do lethal damage. But
no, my guy was a cop and a vet. He's pretty much shoots to kill.
well, I'm more or less a bounty hunter, so my goal is to recover whatever.
Again, it's what you're trained for. Yeah, I mean it's
bring them back alive.
Right.
I mean, yeah, cops should bring them back alive, but again, they also want to come home at the end of the day because they don't get paid shit.
Yeah. Well, so anything that's not the target, well, they're kind of fair game, but the target, yeah, I gotta bring it back alive.
And you know what the worst part is? You left that poor guy in the office waiting for his team to pick him up.
Well, Anshin was the one with the bromance for him, so.
Can only do so much. Anshin should be happy that we got him out.
He's gonna go back to the mail room and go, God damn it. and 15 adventures down the line, he'll be your nemesis. He'll be like, you left me behind.
Yeah, because if we had both failed, Anshin would have been left behind too. on that fear check.
Yeah.
So he's fortunate that I made the save to be able to pick him up and carry him out.
As you look at your teammate running away, you're going, yeah, get a head start. I'll pick him up.
You don't have to run faster than the Gmod. You just have to run faster than the other guy.
Oh yeah.
You got,
just
all
like,
you have to do is run faster than the guy you tripped.
Yep.
That's wrong. I mean, it is an
All
African
right,
proverb,
guys.
though.
I gotta head out. I'm not
Okay.
sure about tomorrow yet, but I'll let you know.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, you finished? You said, James, the Fallout.
Oh yeah, we finished the season of Fallout, yeah. As well
Yeah,
as
it was.
God, I keep
Yeah,
blanking
you
on the
said, I
name.
forgot what the other one
With
was, but yeah,
Gen V and Has Been Hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. yeah, yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season to see where they go with that, because we know where
Yep.
they're going with that, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, they already renewed it, so
Yep. I mean,
from what I
it's too
saw,
good of an
so
IP not to cash in on.
I mean, it's funny. It looks cheesy, but then again, it's supposed to.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean
gonna
that's
say
it's
there's some
supposed to be.
campiness, but there's supposed to be that's
Yeah,
Fallout.
it's
Yeah, it's
yeah,
supposed to be cheesy camp. It's supposed to be tongue in cheek, and it's supposed to be extremely violent. And life is cheap.
yeah.
I mean,
Now,
I joked with Kelly when the dog came into play. She's like, "Nothing better happened to the dog." I'm like, "Well, let me tell you about a Fallout 1 thing that people didn't realize. You know, in Fallout, do not kill your own dog on purpose. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Because there are consequences to killing your dog. Because the game designers were like, "Fuck you." It's one
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
if dog meat dies on his own by running in front of your NPC's fire. It's another thing if you kill your own dog. Fuck you. Game over. Please start over.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they did a good job. I enjoyed it.
And they did a great
The
job of
first
not
episode
hurting
was
continuity.
what was that?
They did a good job of not hurting continuity.
Right. Yeah. The first episode a little slow at the very beginning, but other than that, it all picked up and was good.
Yeah.
And the cutscenes at first, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a bunch of tons of silly cutscenes, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's making sense on what's going on. So
Yep. Eventually, they start making sense.
yeah. So it was good. They did good.
Yep. I'm totally
Look,
gonna watch it again. I mean, heck,
just
let me info dump on
needs
Kelly.
more than 8.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah.
should be like a 16 season. But I know it's probably not cheap to film, and they were smart to film on locations as opposed to bad CGI,
Yeah.
which I definitely
Yeah, but
appreciated.
I think it'd at least do 10
Yeah.
episodes a season.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
come on, at
I
least
was
10.
hoping we get more than just the overseas style seasons.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when the normal season was like 25 minimum.
Yep.
Oh no, that's back in the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
30, 20,
Well,
24,
that also
20,
had
30.
that also relied on commercials for
Sponsorship. Yeah.
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 Yeah, you look at the original seasons of the original Star Trek and stuff like that, where 30 some episodes.
Yeah, we don't get none of that shit anymore. But 8's like kind of a tease.
Yep. Especially when
So,
there's
did
so
you-
much you've got to tell story wise.
Oh yeah. Did you see the clip from the trivia Friday night at TGG?
Oh yeah, they had the Arizona Rangers out there.
There was
So
two guys and they had nice looking armors.
Yeah, they had a T60 out there.
Yeah, there's actually where did I see that? Somebody shared. Did you share it on Facebook, James? Somebody shared it on
I did.
Facebook.
The video of seeing the T60 walk out. Yeah, if you go to Tucson Comic Con, the Arizona Rangers, that's the fan group that they belong to, have a shit ton of Fallout cosplay gear and 3D printed stuff.
Oh, really?
Literally, the guy that owns that suit and 2 others, because he made the T58 as well, he actually runs a class not a class, but a panel on 3D printed props. And he's just like,
nice.
You look at their prop table and it's got everything. 5 or 6 different Pip-Boy designs, a bunch of, the mini robots.
Nice.
Apparently, the dog is losing her mind.
Okay. So
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check them out next time. I don't know if I noticed, but
check out the Arizona Rangers. I think they've got a pretty good Facebook page of all their stuff. Because of course,
Cool.
let's like I was teasing, Kelly. It's like with the storyline that they're picking, bad thing happens to New California Republic. What happened to the Arizona
Yeah.
Rangers? Because that's in the first game. That's a big part of the game is the cool Ranger uniform with the trench coat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got to see a snippet of it with Ponch.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And we
that's-
can
it was
totally get prequel
California.
episodes now, since you have a ghoul that's 200 years old. You could totally use him to do prequels.
we don't have a medic, do we?
On this team, no. You may
Okay.
want to put a point or two in medicine just in case.
Yeah, I was gonna take combat medicine and put a point in medicine. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I don't even think I don't even know that's intelligence. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to help with that any.
And Amazon's going to be selling a shit ton of Fallout merch.
Oh yeah, I've heard that like everybody's gone back playing Fallout, so they've had like a huge boost back to Fallout.
Yep, and they're offering on Amazon free. What is it? 2 and 3, I think it is, for free.
Oh really?
Yeah, give me a second. I can pull it up real quick because I thought I screenshot it to remind. Because I know Gunter's hardcore into 76, but I just gave it a shot and I'm like, yeah, the MMORPG angle is not the best way of doing Fallout. Yeah, I'm not finding it, but I know Amazon was advertising. They've got on Amazon, like if you're a Prime member, it's free for 3 and 4, something like that, or was it 4 and 76, something like that.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night, guys, and have a good rest of the weekend.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye bye.
And get that axe, Kevin. Get that axe.
I did. I just got to figure out where to put it now.
On the back
that's
of
easy
your
enough.
front door.
Dude,
That's all I'm gonna say.
I have a problem. I really do.
Hey, there's worse
All right,
problems
guys.
to have out there. Too many
My wall
weapons
cost-
options.
My wall
is not a
cost
bad
probably
problem.
like $8,000.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Later.